Hey, this is Monkeypuzzle, and welcome to Monkeywrenching the Beast, number 72. We're at the Twin Villages for a moment. We won't be here the whole episode, but some things are really working here, and then some things are not going exactly as planned. For instance, we've got our whole little underwater grotto of iron golems. It would be great if they build in a mechanic where these guys can actually get out of water. The villagers like to come down here too, but they at least know how to get out. But yeah, every daytime, all the villagers and the golems like to go down here for a swim. So I understand. It's very nice. Down by the riverside. And there's a couple other things that aren't going quite as expected. The Mistcraft shop here is where everybody likes to hang out all the time. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe because it's right in the center of both of the villages here. If you missed the last episode, basically we took these two villages that were really adjacent and connected them with this marketplace and with some kind of upscale houses and the train station where the train comes and brings power to charge up the MFSU here, and so on and so forth. Eventually I want to make it so that the villagers can ride the train too. I haven't quite done that yet. But yeah, and this is the public market over here with all the common people, at least it was going to be. And that's the Thaumcraft and the Apiaris and the Mistcraft over there, where we're trying to get our knowledge fragments and our proven frames and our Mistcraft pages. And to do that, we need emeralds. So this was the place I was setting up for, let me see, the farmers and the butchers and the blacksmiths and the librarians, and the priests are going to go here too. This is the latest design. Got it resussed up here so I can kind of pick them up and put them in, and little item frames for the things that I'm trading with them. And it was stocking up the chests behind them with stuff. But as you can see, we've got an accidental infinite village breeder thing going on, and I didn't even try to do it. So this was an accident. Let's let them all out. Come on, y'all. You don't have to be in there anymore. Actually, you know what? The thing I'm going to do first, this might be a mistake. Can I close it? No. No. Not yet. Not yet. Come on. Okay. There we go. So I need to fix this. I think the lodge that we built up top and the hobbit hole, all these doors here, are creating the infinite village breeding scenario where they have a bunch of doors above them, basically a house above them, or these each count as a house basically, and they can't quite get up there, so there's never enough villagers up here to satisfy the number of doors. So they keep breeding, and for some reason they don't choose to hang out up here on their own, and I'm not sure what that's about, but we can fix that. So I've got a plan, and it's going to take a couple books. So let me grab those. And then once we get this done, we'll move on to the plan for the rest of the episode. But I wanted to do this on camera because I think it might be a little interesting. So there's one. And actually, this one I want to be over here in Nilorio's Hobbit House art gallery. So about here. So that's the other book. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the villagers into these houses so that the breeding stops, hopefully. Because otherwise my public market's never going to work. Because they're not staying sorted. They're breeding like crazy. And there's no way I can interact with this many villagers. Plus it's probably not good for the frame rate here. As you can't see, but I can see. So over here, in the place that they all want to hang out for some reason, the Mistcraft shop, You know, I was thinking when I was first starting to do this villager thing, I wanted to make water streams that moved them all over the place and took them underground and brought them back up. But I realized I don't even need to do the water streams. I can't even open the door here. No, give me something innocuous, like steak, so I can open the door. Can I open the door? There we go. I realized, you know, I made the floor in here out of the Mistcraft crystal, so I might as well just use that. And let's get this out of here. That dirt brick's pretty easy. Oh, sorry, little dude. And let's go ahead and make a portal out of this and see what that does. And I need another block under here. Let me see. Maybe I'll use some glowstone. Where's the rest of my glowstone? Here we go. Is it in there? Yeah, I got a bunch in there. So, and that can go ahead and be dirt again. Right there. That doesn't matter. And that needs to be dirt, but I knew these guys weren't going to make it easy for me here. So, come on. This is going to take a second. Let me give these guys a way out. See if they take it. Good. And you are in the way, sir. Step out of the way. Can I push him out of the way? Alright. Get back to the old standby. There you go. Oops, that's not you I wanted. These villagers are really expert at getting right where you don't want them to be. They know. It's on purpose. See? Out. Out. Okay. So, here's one. The other will be here. I guess I did some damage. Accidentally, I'll fix that. But, let me see. And that doesn't need to be like that. Let's cover that up. Alright. So, that'll be one. And what we'll do is we need a book receptacle in one of these spots. So I guess it's got to be there. Let's see if that works out now. If I go ahead and put this book right there. Now hopefully all these guys will get transported over there. Let's see. Come on. You got to test it out. I wasn't... the ones that are in it might have done it already. Here, you can do it. Go ahead. Step on down. And doesn't seem to be working. It looks like he's taking a bath in it. Why aren't you working? Oh, I know why. Because I need to... give me that book back. Out of the way. I need to go mess with this in the whatchamacallit. And I just lost the book over there. In the link modifier. So this one. I'm going to get these modified like this. And then I will meet you back there. I got to go grab that other book. Okay, I got both of these modified so that they can transport within the same dimension. I think that was the problem before. And kaboom! There it goes. Now the trick is, can I put another one here? Is that going to work out somehow? Some glowstone under there. And can I put another book receptacle here? Oh no, that doesn't work, did it? It went kablooey somehow when I did that. Oops. Alright, let me figure this out and I'll get back to you guys. In the meantime, the sun's going down, and just to show you, everybody's coming over here. And they all try to fit in there all night, and it just doesn't work. But this is going to be the mechanic that makes the rest of this work. They keep doing damage to themselves jumping down there too. I had to close this off for a minute to get everybody out. Let's put the door back. And I wanted to make two separate portals here that go into both those houses, but when they're connected, they can only be one. So anyway, this will now take everybody to the lodge. So it's kind of a forceful way to get customers in the lodge. But as soon as they all start trying to go back in here, which for some reason now they're not, maybe it's less pleasant for them at the moment. Hopefully not. Hopefully at night they'll all end up going back in here. We'll see. I'm going to hang out and watch, and I'll let you know. Oh, there goes one. Inside. There they go. The idea is, with their desire to go in here so badly, they'll just keep going up there. And it may just be an infinite circuit. We'll see. But if we can keep a certain number of villagers up here, it would be 0.35 times the number of doors here. So we've got 8 doors in front, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 0.35 times 12. So about 4 villagers, I think, in here. Then that will stop the breeding downstairs. So we can see if we can set that up. I'm going to watch for a while, and like I said, I'll show you what's going on. Oh yeah, and now we can let everybody out. There's so many. I can't even get to this. Come on. There you go. Ah! Help. Alright. I'm going to have a hard time here. Anyway, I can go open this one. Everybody out. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, the sun's going down. We have an insane amount of villagers. And this is the real test of it. As they all go in there, they're going to keep appearing here. Oh, by the way, this is a nice little lounge chair that Nilo Rio is working on making out of microblocks. So, yeah, I think this is working, sort of. This is way too many villagers, and everything's glitching out because of it. But hopefully, this will stop the breeding for now. We'll see. And now this is packed full, so yeah, I don't think any more breeding is going to be happening downstairs at this point. Mr. Gollum, I think there's a situation here that you need to check out. Yeah, I need you to bring things back into order here. So anyway, I'm going to keep playing with this. I wanted to show you guys what I was doing so you could see. But I'll keep trying to fine-tune the flow of villagers to other spots in the town so they don't keep just congregating there. Maybe also I'll put something at the bottom that sends the golems back up someplace too. So I'll keep redirecting villager traffic with the Mistcraft portals. Yeah, and I'll bring you back here at some point when I've got it all fine-tuned. I'm also going to need to make one that sends them somewhere else. As I get villagers that I don't want to trade with, and I've got way too much population going on here, I need to pick another village that I'm going to send them to and make a Mistcraft portal to that so that I can send them out. They can emigrate from this town to other ones, so we won't have so many here all the time. Anyway, what I really want to do today is work on some tree breeding next. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to where I need to go. Right here is, no, actually, I want to get to this one over here, to the bees. See if I can get to it. Yeah, I may need to put my portals, or my linking books somewhere else. Anyway, peace and quiet. I'll let them sort themselves out over there. Meanwhile, the bees have been doing great. I think probably all those proven frames are all used up. I need to trade for some more. But we got quite a bit of stuff going on here. This managed to slow down the flow of items here. Honey, the tank is getting almost full, and the liquid DNA completely filled up. And this isn't the biggest tank I could make, so I think I'm going to need to make this bigger, or else make a big one somewhere else that I can send the liquid DNA to, because meantime they're just stacking up in this indexer and it's probably getting pretty full. But anyway, I'm going to try to do some bee breeding, but I'm not going to do all of that on camera. I do need to get the emerald bees, so maybe by the end of this episode we'll create some emerald bees. I'm not sure. But first thing I'm going to do is get back to this project. This is where we're doing the tree breeding. This was all the vanilla trees, and I've got hives underneath them all. And then this was from the first round of breeding over there, and we got the mundane larch and the what was this? The lime something or other. It's been so long I forget now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect the rest of these leaves. You can see they're all strange colors because they've all been pollinated at this point. So every one of these leaves can have some crossbred possibilities for trees. So yeah, that was the first round, and then this is the second round, and maybe the second round crossed with the first round, but definitely these are all crossing with each other. So what I'm going to do is I got to get out my grafter. I made the thaumium grafter because I can enchant it with repair, which you can't do with the normal one. And then it just means that I get a lot more uses out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and collect all of the... Oh, look at that. Hey, we got our first hill cherry sapling. Excellent. Let's go grow that real quick right now, and I'll show you what we got. And then, anyway, I'm going to collect all of these, and I want to arrange them and figure out the next planting. And I'll probably go a few generations through it in order to get somewhere with it, and I'll bring you back when I've done something, and maybe even a day in between for me. Let's see, get rid of that. But just before I go do all that, let's grow our first hill cherry sapling. Just put it right here for now. This will all get rearranged differently. There it is. And, oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Oh, and those were silver lime. Okay. Woohoo! Look at that. That's a very nice looking tree. Oh yeah, and the things that I can do with those logs. Oh yeah, we got more textures, more stuff going on. And eventually we can get these making cherries. There's 3 fruits you can get out of these. I think you can get walnuts, cherries, and is it lemons? I have so much to learn. I'm not sure. I'll have to do a bunch of research in between too. But yeah, it's really nice to introduce all this variety, this diversity into Minecraft, and not just have the same old vanilla trees all the time. And this is really taking it to a creative limit here. Anyway, I'm going to do some work on all this, and I will get back to you. And as I'm doing this, I realize, I may not have explained it that well for folks who aren't familiar with tree breeding, but basically bees can what they call pollinate trees, where basically if the bees range is within 2 different trees, they can create these discolored leaves, a certain percentage chance, and these can become a new kind of sapling. So it's a way to interbreed trees with bees. You need a grafter to do it, like I've got. And what else do I need to tell you? The ones that are still look like the vanilla trees, they have new names now. They're apple oak, red spruce, silver birch, and the jungle is still jungle. But There mutations can happen where you get the first level mutations are these, the mundane larch and the silver lime sapling, like I said before. And then further mutations, you can get all kinds of different trees, like the hill cherry sapling that I was showing you before. So just wanted to make that clear what was going on here. This is a mechanic that comes with forestry and bees now, and then there's add-ons to that, the extra bees and the extra trees. So that's what I'm doing. And last thing I forgot to mention as I do this is not only do you get new kinds of trees, but they also get different traits. Even the vanilla kind. And there's this thing called a treealizer, which is a lot like a beealizer. And you can see the different traits of the trees, how many saplings they produce, how fast the tree matures, its height, its girth, its yield, and its sappiness. Sappiness is how much biomass that you get from the saplings. And the idea is to also manipulate all these traits for whatever needs, mostly for fuel generation, probably. Drop that tree somewhere. But other things, I'm sure there's other implications as well. So not only are you making new kinds of trees, but you're taking the old kinds of trees and making them better. And I have so many pollinated leaves because I left this on for days and moved on to other projects. So normally you wouldn't have every leaf pollinated like this. But I'm just doing a huge extreme approach to this, shotgun approach to breeding, and I'm going to get so many results that I'm not going to be able to handle it. And to make things easier on myself, I'm making one of these. It's a woven forester's backpack. I had the forester's backpack before, but now instead of 15 slots, it has 45. So that's 45 more saplings I can hold to add to the backpack collection. So here are the results. It took 7 obsidian chests to really handle them. The first 4 are filled with combinations of the vanillas. For the most part, they might be mixed with some of the mundane larch or the silver lime, but they're all dominant vanilla with various traits. One thing I did notice, though, I went through and I treealized them all, which was quite a bit of work. I'm going to have to set up a better way to do this with the actual treealizer block next time with honeybean piped into it. I just did them manually with the handheld treealizer this time. Anyway, what I found is that none of the apple oaks have increased sappiness. You can see right there, yeah, they're all equally lower sappiness. So apparently you don't get that from just crossing them with themselves. So we got these last 2 are full of mundane larch and silver lime. The only ones that are stackable are the ones that are actually stacked. I went through and tried to stack them all. So there's some slight difference in all of these, which I can't say I've gone through and figured out what it all is. You can see with the H and the F, that's the height and the fruit. Some of them have cocoa and some of them have apples from being mixed with the apple oak and the jungle. And the 3 new trees I got, besides the hill cherry, are bull pine and teak. So I don't know a whole lot about these. The hill cherry is the only one, though, that showed a highest for sappiness. Looks like this still has not fully done right here because it's gooey.highest, whatever, but it has highest. So maybe mixing these back with the apple oak will get us to a higher sappiness. I don't know. And the teak, It doesn't seem to have anything too special. It matures fast. It's small. It's one by one. It doesn't have a fruit. I'm anxious to see what it looks like. And then we have the bull pine, which is the same. So I suspect that crossing these back with the other things is going to give us something cool. So let me see. Let's get that out of the way. And let's plant some of these so we can see what they look like. And then I'm going to go ahead off camera and replant this whole thing and mix everything back up. So let's check out a teak. See if we can plant it here. We can. Okay. It's nice and avocado. Let's get a look at the logs. All right, they're okay. Not the fanciest yet, but they're all right. And then right here, in sort of the middle, let's put the hill cherry, which is definitely my favorite so far. It's a good looking tree. And then let's see, how about over here? Let's put the, I think we haven't done the bull pine, so let's check that out. And can I grow it? Yep. Okay, it looks like it's got spruce wood logs and a light green leaf. So those are our new trees so far. I'm going to go ahead and plant the rest of this up with the other two new trees are the mundane larch and the silver lime. I'm going to go through and see if which of these actually has best traits. These were all totally identical. And then I'll plant some more vanilla trees around them, or the new version of the vanilla trees, the apple oak, the silver birch, and the red spruce, and the jungle. And we'll mix them all back up again and see what we get. And hopefully we'll get some new species out of that. And just so you guys can see the beginning of it, put 2 each of all the new trees and 2 each of the vanillas again. So we got a couple jungle trees and bull pine, hill cherry. No, wait, that's, I get it all confused now. Teak, bull pine, teak, cherry. Anyway, yeah, they're all here and all mixed up. So that's the beginning of it, and we'll let that run for a while and see what we get. Well, I was gonna do a lot more today, but I just looked at the footage and there is more than half an hour's worth of stuff already. So I don't want to make the episodes too long or people won't watch them. I'm just smelting up some cinnabar right now to get some quicksilver because turns out all those Domcraft villagers I have, they all want quicksilver, and the other thing they want a lot of is chicken nuggets. So I was about to make an infernal furnace tied to a chicken farm right now, which is really kind of the last thing I need. But these guys, not that one, let's find one. Let's see. It's the most common thing for them is quicksilver or chicken nuggets. So chicken nuggets are going to be a great way to get emeralds. So I'll work on that next time. And of course, lots more projects in store. Oh, by the way, I'll just show you real quick. So these guys are all coming in here. It's pretty crazy. And then I've got this portal back here that sends them up here, up top of the stairway. So they're getting a little bit better distributed, but there's still way too many of them. So I'll work on that in between episodes. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it quits for today with number 72 of Monkeywrenching the Beast. I'm gonna try to do another episode tomorrow night. I'm gonna have this up for you on Thursday, and hopefully I'll have another one for you guys by the weekend. And then I'm gonna get back to Infernal Mines for a little bit. Sorry for dropping on your head, sir. I really encourage you all to watch the Infernal Mines as well. I'm doing it because it's fun for me, and it's one of the things I wanted to do in on the channel was play super hostile maps, and got to do something vanilla. So I'm gonna keep going with that. I think it's going pretty decently, and it's moving along. Um, and yeah. Anyway, see you guys. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to your comments and everything else. This is Monkeypuzzle, and I'm signing out. Why are you looking at me like that? Did I do something wrong? Okay. There's a lot of villagers right now. Hopefully I'm going to be okay here. Bye, you guys.